whatever we receive is a reflection of us.
Welcome. I was thinking recently, and I've got some more news to come forth that I find rather interesting. But today, I was thinking, we all know what the Matrix is. We all understand the movie. We all understand that the Matrix is something to break free from. But what is it, really? You see, some of us believe that the Matrix is a false reality, something that we are meant to unplug from, detach, or remove ourselves from the system of society. Even myself has said that many times. That is the Matrix. But sometimes we just go on our journey to understanding. We know it, believe it, we follow it, but the information that we have may not be factually correct. It's just what we've been fed with. I still believe that the idea of the Matrix and the code is that very thing, but what if it's not? So I ask you, if you will, to indulge in a little hypothetical scenarios with me. And go down something that I like to call the brain is the Matrix. And I say this because when I have those moments when you hit that euphoria or the eureka moments, and you get that conversation with self, we understand things by knowing, by feeling, by energy. So here's my interpretation on why I believe the brain, the human brain, is the Matrix and not the reality of the society that we see. Well, if you think about it, in the movie The Matrix, we have Neo, we have the architect and the oracle, or the seer, and the machines and Agent Smith and code and all of these things. But you see, the architect, if you look at it as part of the brain, is the creator, the ones that make decisions for everything. Whether it's consciousness, whether it's emotions. And I believe a lot of this points to the neocortex. Neo being neocortex as well. And all the key influencers, the machines. Well, what if the machines is AI? And to understand the machine, it could even be the system itself. So you see, the system is trying to break into Neo and all these wonderful places, the real places, to destroy it. So I don't want to go into Zionists. I want to go into the truth, a representation of what is holy and righteous within ourself, our body. If you take the machines as the outside world, the society that is trying to break into the neocortex, and we must protect it. The code, Agent Smith, is ancient, of course. It is what is written, it is what is said. And it's what is trying to be corrupted by the Matrix. So if the brain is the Matrix, in my opinion, the movie is trying to tell us that the brain is exactly that. What does it all mean? Well, think of it like nodes, if every human being is a node or a beacon in society, we understand grid work. It's like mini computers popping up all over the place, linked together, creating networks and grid works. And as long as everyone is online, the matrix is happy. But as soon as people start waking up, minds elevating, consciousness rising, they are detaching away from the matrix, which they have fought so hard for. The schools, the education system, the colleges, the politics, the televisions, all of it their indoctrination into conflicting the mind into a false reality. How many times have you seen potentially when people are waking up, or you take the next step and you go different directions, you start seeing life for what it is? How many people try to pull you back in? It could have been COVID. It could have been something else when you're waking up from how corrupt the system is. Even in today's world, we have a lot more trying to pull people into choosing sides. So you go offline, the link between that area disappears. So they have their minions to try to bring you back online, try to reconnect with you, seeing if you'll join back in. So, how? Why? What is the point? How do you remove yourself from the matrix if the matrix is you in your brain? For years I was saying to people, I want something where I don't have to think. I want to remove myself from my mind. I've said this for years. Whether it's a herbal tea or a remedy, just to relax, to stop thinking. For thinking is torture. It is the unlearning of society that we must do. All those things we've been taught to unlearn. And that is how we exit the matrix. The neocortex and the psychoanalysis and the creation between the two has been studied for years. Carl Jung and Sigmund Freud are two of the main ones, and there's a lot more people from German and all of these other areas that focus clearly on understanding what the brain does. There were dark and sinister attempts to things using animals and people. But a lot of their information was used for good in learning. But as with everything, people can take that in the wrong hands and misuse it. So what if they weren't all happy days and were quite sinister in their motives? Maybe their information was used in the wrong way, created to influence people's minds by their cognitive functions, by their memory, their smell, and their visions. We know at childhood they are the most easily manipulated. So our brain is being taught things. Our body is being taught things at a young age that it is this way. Why? Because the more we are fed in emotional states, the more we believe it. Our brains are fed logical information, left and right, this and that, positive and negative, all logical. So our brains believe that we are in control, that our brains think of who we are. All the information that we're fed from religion, from sport, from science, from all the educational people in positions who believe they have power and authority are feeding this information into us. And then when we go and sleep, from the hippocampus to the neocortex, it downloads all of this information into our dreams, into our consciousness, our subconsciousness. And we live our lives when we wake up and believing in a whole new thing. It's like feeding information into your system. because they have figured out a way to throw advertisement at you. Your brain sees it as fact or fiction or logic or rhythm, and it keeps you in loop. And when we go down that path of spirituality, we see that love and passion doesn't always begin in the brain. The education of feeling the right answer instead of remembering the right answer comes from the heart and soul. We remove ourselves from the mind. We slowly release ourselves from the mind. The mind for years and years is all about memory, recall, learning things that they want you to teach. But it's a receptor. It is a storage device. It is everything other than what they've taught us. It's far more than we ever know. It's far more than they are willing to tell us what it is. I'm not saying that we'll ever know what the brain is capable of. But what if it's a connection? A device used to run your body, run your system, that energetic impulses, the understanding of frequencies and emotions and this, and it is a computer to you. But we have been tricked to believe that it's something else. So then when we go down the rabbit hole of the matrix, they tell us that the matrix is society and we must unplug from society, like Existence, the movie. We must unplug from the false realities, live the high life of spirituality, yet those living in spirituality have still not unplugged from the matrix, because the matrix is their brain. Meditation quietens the mind, but doesn't remove you from it. More and more, social media is gaining division, flooding the market with religious-based algorithms or anything of that nature. It could be fights, it could be celebrities, whatever it might be, feeding you information to pick a side, maybe just to get a reaction, love or hate, anger, or maybe it's there to test you, to see whether you bite into this reality. So I believe our brain is more like a computer. We don't turn it off, but we disconnect from the network. And when you think of it like that, it has a whole new meaning. So it is with that, I leave you with peace and love. Take care.